so much media. You got every NFL team, every scout and their mama here. Like, what's it like?
It's been a great experience for me personally. It's pretty cool just getting to go through this process and meeting with all these teams and kind of seeing who might like you, who might not like you,
Yeah,
and kind of just experiencing it because I've been hearing about all this stuff for the past 5 years. So I got a bunch of teammates that are in the league right now.
yeah.
So it's been just pretty cool to go through it for myself and kind of see how it actually is.
How helpful is it to have those guys in the league that you can talk to? You're not going through this process completely blind.
Yeah.
What have they kind of helped you with, whether that's on or off the field?
Yeah, so it's great to have those guys to talk to. In terms of just asking like, hey, how do you think I got it? Like,
Yeah,
how do you feel about my play versus the guys that you've been playing against, and kind of just getting that confidence from those guys. And I haven't really asked too much about being in the league, but just kind of going through the process questions as like what things they might ask you in interview
yeah.
and what they might make you do in interviews and all that type of good stuff. So yeah.
I know you don't want to expose the whole process. Is there like a very random interview question you've been asked that won't expose anybody, but is there anything like kind of off the beaten path you've been asked? Or has it mostly been just football stuff?
They've been, I mean, they ask about your personality type things, like who
Yeah,
you are as a person, but there hasn't really been any weird questions so far in the process for me. So yeah.
well, that's good. Obviously football is super important. That's kind of why we're here. But when you're off the field, whether that's here at the Senior Bowl, back at the house, like what are some hobbies that keep your brain off of all the chaos when you got to reset, kind of wind down?
Yeah, so I don't really like going out and being around a bunch of people I don't know most of the time. So
Yeah.
like I usually like to just stay home and like cook a good meal or something like
Okay.
that, and maybe throw on a good movie,
Okay.
maybe like The Equalizer or something. That's probably like my favorite movie, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So
What's the meal of choice if you got to cook?
um,
What do we?
lately I've been making a really good like hibachi, I guess you could call it, like
Okay.
chicken and steak and shrimp kind of teriyaki type vibe, stir
Okay.
fry. Yeah. So I mean, at least I think it's good. My mom thinks it's good too. So lately,
That's impressive. If
yeah,
you got the mom stamp of approval.
yeah.
Is that something that you've always done, or is that kind of born out of having to have a good diet and all that because of football?
It's something that I've grown up cooking. Not me specifically, but like cooking with my mom, like with
Yeah.
her help and
Yeah.
things, because she likes to cook as well. But now that I've gotten older and I kind of have to be cautious about my diet and things
Yeah.
like that, it's kind of opened up the doors for me to start cooking for myself and preparing meals and stuff. So it's been a pretty cool experience, just learning how to cook and being able to do that with my mom.
So obviously at the Senior Bowl, 1v1s are a big thing. Has there been a favorite guy that you've gone up against, whether that's you had a really good rep or you learned something, you saw a move you hadn't seen before? Like,
Yeah.
has there been a guy you really liked going against so far?
Um, I would say I learned something today about toning my aggression down and not
Okay.
trying to get hands on guys as quick with the guy from Oregon,
Okay.
Dorless, I think is his
Yeah.
name. I lunged at him a little bit today, and he got me on a pretty decent spin move. So I would say that I think for the most part, other than that, though, I've had a pretty good one-on-one session. So you just got to keep progressing every day, take it day by day, take the coaching, and just keep trying to improve.
For sure. Last serious question. I like giving you the chance to kind of pitch yourself. So if you've heard of an elevator pitch before, like you got 30 seconds, you're in the elevator with an NFL GM.
Yeah.
What's your pitch? This is who I am as a player. This is who I am as a leader, guy on and off the field.
Yeah, so me, I like to say that I have a junkyard dog mentality.
Okay.
And really what that means is like when I'm cornered or challenged, I usually come out on top. I usually make sure I do everything in my power to
Yeah.
make sure I come out on top. Another thing I would say is I'm a very reliable player and a very reliable person. So guys can count on me. And at the end of the day, I think that's what football is about, is being reliable. Because if I can't rely on the guy to my right and to my left to do their job, how can
Yeah.
I do my job to my fullest? So I would say those two things really. And you said something about leadership as well. I feel like if you're going to talk the talk, you need to be able to walk the walk. So as a leader, I feel like just showing the right way to do things and just putting my head down, putting my hard hat on, and getting to work every single day is kind of my leadership style.